Last session, you pushed through a blighted road where a peril-red mist whispered with many voices and reached with grasping hands. Eliana's senses brushed it and recoiled, and you wisely skirted wide. In a shallow valley you blundered into a Strix wolf nest ringed by fresh kills. When the mother swooped, Cori and Echo struck in tandem, Cori's spiked hammer caving the beast's skull as Echo harried its belly. You took 3 heavy eggs and hurried for the glow ahead. Bonecleft's sacred branch bathed the walls in warm light as guards hailed you in and children swarmed Eliana. Before the elders you unveiled a withered blessed branch seed, a corrupted crystal, and the ancient sword Valeth. Elder Marwyn warned the crystal was perilous but repairable. Knowledge might lie at the Socia Athenium, the crypts of Zothu, or a shrine to a winged figure said to be the first fairy. They spoke of guardians interred long before the Umbra, and warned the great tree would go fully umbral without its leash. With their pyre light, you could burn out its heart. You sold the eggs, received potions, a suspension rod, and learned Valeth was a returning blade. After a safe rest and some training, the grand tree's roots groaned outside the walls. You set out. Echo rose above the canopy to spy the great tree, now hunched and prowling like an animal, gathering twisted things to itself. Grim carried the pace through a torn forest as roots thrashed. You chose a bold plan. Echo would slip inside and set the suspension rod to pin the monster in place, while Cori and Grim opened a path. The battle was brutal. Thorns and falling branches crashed down as bark studded with skulls wailed. Grim and Cori tore away the outer shell. Echo darted into the trunk and planted the rod, only to be set upon by a fused mass of corpse-filled roots. Cori smashed the abomination to free her, and crimson vines lashed out, stealing at Grim's resolve and clawing at Cori's memories he clung to by the ashes of Benaru at his chest. Together you severed the last living tendrils. Grim ripped the final vine, and the behemoth slumped, suspended mid-fall by the rod. You recovered the rod, found a pair of sticky gecko gloves, and set the seed into the dead wood. A warm mote of flame blossomed, purifying the husk as the seed brightened and cast prismatic light, lending each of you renewed strength. You marked the site and returned to Bonecleft, where the elders blessed you, pressed a bag of gold into your hands, and urged secrecy about the seed. With farewells said and supplies in tow, you planned to head west by land toward the statue of the first fairy in the crypts of Zothu, where answers and new shadows awaited. Last session, you pushed through a blighted road where a peril-red mist whispered with many voices and
So, having had benefits of rest, so Eliana, any of those moves you have to do. The time comes as you are making your way out of the gates of Bonecleft Keep to the west. Children have gathered, especially for Eliana, waving, crying, some fearful, given little trinkets, things that they've shaped from stone and wood, play swords and charms that they've woven. Each one like just a little gift that they give to the entertainer, the one they love so much. Anything as you're making your way out of the gates.
We didn't rest, right?
I don't remember what you guys took or didn't take.
I don't think we rested. Did we rest?
No.
All right. It's up to you if you want to process the downtime or not.
I'm fine from last time, so I didn't need anything.
I'm good.
The only thing I would think about would be spending project time on trying to start working on my armor, but we can keep going for now.
A hanger for sure.
Since all of us have level 1 armor.
Point. I think I'm good for now. But I'll do whatever group wants to do.
We can go.
I guess thinking about that project thing, it's good that you mentioned that. I'm always, if there's downtime, I'm always trying to work with that crystal.
Yeah.
We did have a long rest, right, guys?
No,
Or a rest.
not before
A
we
rest
left.
last session. Yeah, right before we left. So, Ellie, you might be able to make progress on that. Was it a short rest or a long rest?
You did it before you went out to the tree.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if you can work on projects for a short rest, but we definitely did it.
Yeah, I think that's when you did your first. I think you did your project thing during that long rest because we did the
Okay.
end of the session you were at, Eliana. But
Yep.
yeah, I don't think we've had anything since then.
Okay.
So we move forward then. None of you need to take a break.
We're moving.
Yeah, like I said, as you leave the city, anything.
Well, y'all want me to try to take some extra potions? I know these are your friends, so I don't want to do it on my own.
You want to steal from my tribe?
I want to offer my hands as a vehicle by which the potions might reach a good destination.
If you get me an extra stamina one to drink now and don't get caught, I will not see anything. And then he winks at you.
Okay. Echo will try to go into that shop we were in 2-3 sessions ago to see if there's a additional stamina potion.
Okay, it wasn't a shop; there was a vault
A vault.
with security.
Never
turns to-
mind.
And turns to Corey and goes, "You think if I tell on her that we'd get potions?"
I just walk away. I just walk a good distance away just to not even acknowledge this is happening. But I keep an eye out for them.
All right. So, Echo, are you changing your minds there?
Yeah, I'll find something else along the way.
Hey, where'd those potions go? You said you'd forget. Echo?
Potions? What?
Yeah, you said you'd go get us more potions. Where'd they go?
The security has them.
Well, yeah, you said you get them.
Well, I thought I could get by them, but they're big.
Yeah, they're like me. I helped train them. What do you think?
I know. Don't worry, I'll find us something on the way.
You owe me 2 somethings now for not
What?
telling. Yep.
Ellie, you want to say goodbye to those kids?
Oh yeah, thank you for the gifts. Thank you, my babies. I'll be back. I promise. And I collect all their stuff and put them in my pouch, or if they're jewelry, wear them, the bracelets or necklaces or whatever. Gives them all hugs.
Nice.
I'll miss you.
All right. They go, okay, Ellie. And they all hug. And eventually, they don't really let go until their parents start to go, okay, they gotta get going. Looking out, knowing that it's dangerous. Let's move this. But they allow you to continue here. Then as you begin to leave into the surrounding wood, of Blackjar Harbor to the south, and you have to, right now, are you attempting to traverse through and climb by the Grief Cleft Mountains, or are you going to go more south into the woods, make your way by that?
I am better trained for the mountains if you want me to guide us.
Yeah, I think we're heading over that land bridge, right?
Well, right now, do you want to go by their mountains or forest is the question?
I'm for mountains. If Grim knows where he's going, that sounds good to me.
Yep.
I'm sorry. What other than mountains? What was the other choice?
Forest.
Oh, are you sure you don't want to go through the forest, guys?
Enough of trees.
All right.
The rocks don't move as much, Echo.
Yes, they do. That's why they call them rocks. Because they rock.
All right.
Yes.
Then also, Elian, I don't know if you saw it in the Discord. There's and under maps, there's an updated one with everything written in.
Yeah, unless it's changed from last time. Yeah, I've got a copy of that.
Where it's handwritten.
Oh, no. Okay, I've got the one that's got the red type on it, but nothing handwritten. Okay.
Yeah, if you look in the map
I got
channel,
it.
there's an additional one that got put up in there.
Cool.
Just so you know.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yep. All right. So now climbing through the Grief Cleft. The stones here. Let's say this. Grim, is you go here. The Grief Cleft sports unusual rock type here. It could be its form or other aspects. What's unique or unusual about this area of the Grief Cleft?
That everybody will start to notice, and it's very strange, but all of the rocks and everything, if you look really hard, you'll see that in the minerals, it's traces of like bone and everything. And that's where the Bone Cliff actually got its name, is the whole mountain was kind of something a long time ago either died or was taken over by this mountain and over time. And there's just minerals of bone trapped along every little piece if you look deep enough.
Yeah. Look at these minerals. And you said minerals and bone?
Yes.
Yeah. You can see it in here. Some oddly giving some spaces almost a bit where something's hung out enough to get a little bit of an extra grip here or there. As you see this and realize right now you need to get elevation to get to the higher places where it smooths out just a little bit, where there's thinner areas to cleft to get up. And so traversing this, I'm gonna kind of, I don't think we've done one of these, I can't remember, but this is as you're trying to get up to move forward. We're setting up a progress counter of 12. And as you all do things and get past this, various stuff's going to happen. But ultimately, as you do your successes, this countdown timer will go down. If you fail, it will tend to go up. And that will kind of determine and be our guide for the story beats that you have while trying to climb up here. Because this climb is probably going to take a day or two, right? At least a full day, if not a little bit longer, trying to get to where you could actually begin to traverse. So as this time goes by, we'll start to do that. And you kind of move that forward by saying the actions or things you're trying to do.
Well, Echo flies, so what she's going to do is she flies a little bit ahead so that she can try to spot any thing in the natural terrain that might give the group easier time to make their way up. Like maybe there's places of more steady grounding or places where it's not as tricky to make their way up the narrower portions.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me instinct, please.
And I get advantage. It's a 20 with. Do you want what it's with?
Yeah.
With fear.
All right. Flying up here, there's you see a series of warnings that previous travelers have left behind as you're pointing out the best ways to go. What are some of these warnings that you're seeing?
I see like these paths that are being marked by the bone, like maybe that ones that kind of stick out and might have formed words at one time, but over the years here, some of them have sunk down below, but I can still make out portions of the wording, including path of no return or something like that, as I look for areas that are less, or I look for areas that where the bones have clearly died down a bit more, and it looks like they've gotten more people to trek around them. Like maybe the bones are more destroyed here from people's footprints.
All right. So you lead everyone up as you see these paths, and so it sounds like you're trying to lead them to the well-trodden path.
Yes.
Okay. What else?
See. I mean, can we all just keep helping search the path, or I guess I'm not really certain what we can do here.
So the idea is that it's generally open what you're trying to do. Like, so you can kind of talk about how your character is getting up. So this could be the climbing, because you're climbing up this cliffside, right? You're not walking, like you're climbing up. You're moving this way. So it's describing what your character is doing. So something like, oh, I just do this isn't like it's basically helping tell the story, and we get into these scenes of all of you helping each other go up, and what you're doing and what that might look like. And so it doesn't have to be as big of a pause between each one, but you kind of go for it, say what you do, and then we would do the appropriate roll.
Okay.
I guess are we? I'm assuming we're increasing in altitude and lowering in temperature. I'll just let the group know to let me know if anyone gets too cold. I have a extra like poncho in my pack that I can share with the group.
And I'm just, as we're going along, just being wary of any shifts in magic. If there's anything that I could see, feel, reaching out with the force, as it were, to just keep abreast of how everything's going. Like if there's anything with these bones, or the warnings, if there's any wards, sigils, that sort of thing along the way.
Absolutely. So I guess if you're just trying to let them know that you can help if you need be. So I guess let's do finesse there, and then Eliana, you can do your spell casting as you're just trying to sense different ones.
Well, that was horrible. So let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8 with fear. I'm not sensing nothing. Bad dice.
And then what about Corey?
Yeah, I just start traversing taking the kind of like the side of the path and trying to traverse up the mountain, and scout ahead, really mainly looking for not like the path, but looking for potential adversaries, things that would be out of place, maybe less creatures, or less any signs that we could be heading towards danger, or another potential obstacle.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me, I guess, instinct.
That was an 8 with hope.
And climbing the cure, there's a moment here where Eliana, your handhold begins to shift, and you realize that part of the rock, this mineral and bone, has made this weak. As you as it gives way.
Am I falling?
Indeed.
Okay.
Um,
Can
and
I?
in addition, Corey, as you're trying to look, a path in front of you, part of that is giving way as well. Both of you begin to fall.
Okay. So, in my fear of falling, I just kind of really clutch onto the rock face, and then I'm going to use my new spell, Wall Walk, and spend a hope.
Oh, very nice.
So allow creature you can touch. So I'm basically using it on me. Climb on walls and ceilings as easily as walking on the ground. This lasts until the end of the scene until you cast Wall Walk again. So suddenly she has this new ability to stick to the walls.
Perfect.
Whoa. The other spell she picked up was Shadowbind, by the way. But... which will display later in combat. So she's scrambling now all over the rocks. Like, yeah, I mean, as carefully as she can, she's like, whoa, wait a minute. This is
Yeah, kind of puts up and is able to make that work. And then Corey.
Do it. I guess. What can I don't have anything special like that.
Yeah, or anybody else can
is it a
rescue
reaction
Corey.
roll?
I mean, it's
Okay.
up to all of you. If you guys, I mean, everyone just sounds like they want to watch Corey fall, so that's fine. But
Grim.
Goodbye.
Did I see?
Reach out.
You see Corey slide? Because if I'm stuck to the wall, I'll see if I can maneuver out a rope or something.
I heard a few things. Grim, were you trying to do something?
I was going to reach out with my long arms and use my new experience, dirty friendship, and use a hope to try to grab onto Corey before he falls.
All right, give me your strength.
That's a 24 with hope.
All right, so with that, grab Corey by the wrist, preventing the fall.
Thank you.
Not yet, old one. You have more to teach me.
Lots more. Thank you.
You are welcome. You two need to be very careful. Grim will help. And then Grim's going to, for his actions, I'm going to start punching holes into the wall and creating actual deeper handholds as we climb higher. And Grim will help make bigger handholds for you and Eliana. Boom, boom.
Actually, I thank you, but I think I'm kind of okay. This is kind of this is different.
Grim, I don't know if you have the gecko gloves on or what, but can I just ride on you?
Yeah.
We could just be safer if I hold on to you and not the mountain. Everybody else seems to either fly or stick to everything.
All right, Grim, give me that strength check because you're trying to make these handholds.
Okay. Oh, that's low. That's going to be a 9, 10, 11, 12 with fear.
Okay, 12 with fear.
Not used to this weight.
All right. Yeah. As you punch in and go, you feel yourself beginning to be pulled down, not falling here, but with the bones and things that are in here, the minerals, it is possible. So whenever you fail with fear, instead of me putting this up, which is what would happen, you can spend a stress or take a stress in order to kind of like let your skin get scraped down and really dig in here with the bones that have been left behind. So would you like to do a
Okay.
stress?
Or give you fear?
No, or the countdown goes back up.
Oh.
You lose your progress.
Okay, I take stress on. Corey, you're pulling on my hair. Ow. Ow.
Sorry. Hey, I'll give you a minor stamina potion. Here you go.
Oh, thank you, buddy. You have to pour it in my mouth. I'm kind of holding us.
All right, here you go. I pull it off my bandolier and pop open the cork and just pour it right into his mouth. Being careful not to splash any on him.
Very nice. All right, pour in there. All right, you as this has and it kind of echoes up the cliff. What else would you like to do?
Echo will take, if possible, the rod and ask for some people's rope. And if
Nice.
people give her some rope, she's going to tie it around the rod, fly it up, and place it in a decent placement where a rock is out or something like that, and hit the button so that people can use the rope to pull themselves further up as she sees people are struggling a bit.
I'll help with the because I'm kind of stuck to the wall. That it makes it a little easier for me. I'm just gonna like stand up and start walking, and I can hand the rope off because I've got a 50 feet of rope. So we can go 50 feet up, or wherever a good stop is. So that way, Grim will have the full length of rope that he can climb.
Yeah, Grim, you should tie part of the rope around Corey's waist,
Right?
or at least
there
around
we
his
go.
foot,
Yeah.
just in case.
So we'll lengthen that distance a little bit, and we'll tie Corey on and tie it to the rod. See, as I can apparently walk on the wall. I forgot about the rod.
So then, all right. So it sounds like Echo. Give me finesse, please.
Okay. Ooh, I'm going to use my scrapyard MacGyver experience. I'm kind of MacGyvering this. Another 20 with fear. Seems to be my number today.
All right. So success with fear does that is a success. It does make the counter go down by 1. So in there, and a hope would make it go down by 2. Tie it, and now you have more of this line. And then you don't have limited rope, and there's many thousands of feet of cliff. So this seems to be the new thing you all are working in here, is where, for at least this section there, you've climbed this way. So you envision it as you've all used this, and now you come to an area that seems to kind of wrap deeper into where there's only about like 20 feet up. It's almost like a ceiling of the cliff that you have to traverse and then go up and traverse and then go up. How would you guys like to proceed?
I think going the same way we have. I mean, I can you just move the let's see. You got to get them tied up to the underside. So if Grim could hold on to some handholds while we move, and then he can kind of swing out, maybe even swing up and do a arc and catch the mountain. Never mind. I'm a sorcerer, not an engineer.
Yeah, think about like what like really kind of getting to your character as much as everybody can, like thinking through this kind of this travel scene here.
I guess, Grim, if you have those gecko gloves and are you using those?
Yeah, I mean, they're on.
Okay. I'm hanging on to you, and everybody else can pretty much traverse anything. So am I the only one who has to do rolls here?
So it's less about that, right? It's more about what we're trying to do right now.
Yeah.
Is tell the story of you all doing this.
Got it.
So as opposed to kind of go, well, we have this, it's also like, and I'm trying to come up with difficulties, and it's us together going, here's like this problem, here's one thing I'm trying to figure out. And to make it easier, and then everyone's rolling to do that. We're telling the story of ascending. Does that make a little more sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to solve the problem and not describe the journey, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm as we're moving along, I'm describing to Grim, hey, there's maybe a hold over here, and pointing out areas and just making sure that he's able to see everything clearly. But at the same time, I'm also just ready to jump and grab a hold to the rope in case anything happens. But I'm more just guiding the process as we traverse along the side of this ridge or cliff that we're on.
All right. So I want to do like a finesse.
So is there agility?
Yeah,
No, I'm not.
You give me agility. That's fine.
Okay. And then I have as a simia, I'm a natural climber.
There you go.
So I have an advantage. Okay.
Yes, that's your D6.
That's a 9 with hope.
Okay. So that would be a failure with hope.
Great.
As you I think what you're trying to find and guide here is the cliffs begin to become very smooth, and the spiraling shapes make it hard with the minerals that reflect the light. There's almost like false faces, and even for Eliana and Grim, as you all are climbing, it's as if you put your hands out and there's nothing actually there. It's a little bit more like so, but you like miss where your hands should connect. And as you all are doing this, there's an outright crack, and the part of this cliff that Grim you're attached to comes unmoored from the others. As you all like kind of hitting it and trying to get it, cracks form down, and it separates from this other part. You realize in this, all you watch in the split second, here's Grim and Corey just in midair about to fall down.
I got nothing.
I can do something. I I am going to spend a hope, and this is the first time she's ever done this. She is going to summon forth her midnight spirit, and there is this humanoid, like spiritual shadow that appears just under them to try and catch them and carry them to the point they can get back on their own. So this is the Midnight Spirit spell that I just picked up.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
I'm kind of MacGyvering it a bit because it technically says I can summon a humanoid-sized spirit that can move or carry things for you until your next rest. So I'm assuming it can carry Grim and Corey. And
I think you can use it to try to get them back to the cliff. Yeah, this makes
okay,
sense. Do your spell.
And can I maybe help with that magic? Because I have the same school of magic that I can use some hope, and I have Shadow Bind, which is in the same school of magic. Can I help in any way? Use hope or make this a? I don't want to use our team event, but this is kind of important. This is that.
what's your range on that? Because I think isn't that like a very close range?
Shadow Bind. It is, but I can use. I can use under manipulate magic, extend the spell or attacks reach by 1 range for every stress. So can I extend the range? Use a
Very close would be appropriate here because it just
okay.
this is like that split second before they go. Like everyone's like, well, you have this chance to do something. Yeah.
And then
so if you're spending hope, you can give a D6 over to the spellcast roll of Echo.
okay, so I'm just making a spellcast roll for the Shadow Bind, or what do you want me to roll? And do you want me to use a hope, or don't worry about using a hope? What's the
So what I'm
mechanic?
saying is because you have Shadowbind, we'll have you spend the hope, and then
Okay.
for Echo will do her spellcasting trait roll for casting the spell, and you'll be giving her a D6.
Okay, because it doesn't require hope to use it. It's just a spellcast roll. But I'm saying just in dire situation, and then I've got my experience, look to light, positive outlook in dire situations. Is like, okay, we got to save these guys. So
Absolutely. So what I'm saying is one of you is going to do a roll. One of you can give the other advantage.
okay,
That's so that and since Echo kind of gave her first, I was going to have her
Yeah.
do the spellcast roll.
I'm cool with Echo doing the roll, and I'll give the assist.
And the shadow bind allows your hope to be spent this way to do it. Like it's how can I
Okay.
help? This is how I
Cool.
can help. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Perfect.
Dig it.
So Echo.
17 with hope.
Okay, very good. So this goes out as shadows slow the fall so that Echo you can concentrate. And what does this look like to catch them? What does it appear
It's
to be?
I picture it as this like shadowy like figure, almost like the distorted image of a Bigfoot or something. You know, you can't really quite make out what it is
I love it.
because it's just made of shadow. But the hands come out and they would grab Grim and Corey to keep them from falling until they can get their own footing again.
Thank you. Thank you.
Phew.
Very good. As you now, what?
Oh, Eliana said, "Scare the crap out of me, guys! Don't do that again."
See? I get off of Grimm's back. So he's. Yeah. I don't do that again.
All right. As you continue to go up, you can see where the rock had come off for Grim. There's a few other sections where this has happened. So begin to look closer and start to get on a sense that seems to, you can walk very thin paths. As these sections have come off the side, there seem to be disturbed stone inside. Not enough to necessarily climb through, but it looks like instead of it being solid, it's like ground up. In places dissolved. Making for like tiny tunnels.
Like big enough for us to get into, or and as long as I'm still wall walking, I'm gonna walk up to it and kind of poke my head in and investigate a bit more.
Yeah. It's an awful acrid smell. Go ahead and give me an instinct, please. Or knowledge, depending on how you want to do this.
My instinct's better. I'll take that. Let's see. +2. So 13 with hope.
13 with hope. You look in here with your gloves, everyone's standing, and there's a strange vibration that you feel.
So that's inside the tunnel. It's open.
Yeah, it's like this strange vibration, and you see like the rocks vibrate before behind you another bit breaks forward, and you see this gray-skinned, toothed creature as it leaps. And I need you to give me an agility reaction or to be knocked down.
Okay. Hey, critical. 2 7s.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is a reaction, so you don't get the benefits, but it does count as a success. So as you
Holy crap.
move it, you all now see this thing that has burst out, and as it does, it looks looks at all of you, and it kind of opens its mouth, and there's almost this sound before this acid from it that it uses to soften the rock to crawl through just spews out upon the 4 of you.
So we're still on the side of this thing, right?
Yeah, you're kind of on the side trying to move, and it's going to basically make an attack roll for that. And so that would be an 8. Does that hit anyone's evasion?
No.
Nope.
All right. How do you all scatter?
Grim tucks
I
in
just-
really close.
I'm going to climb over the top of it while walking over the. Hopefully, gravity will keep it from crawling up. Thanks.
Yeah, I leap out of the way, just grab my short sword and stick it into a crevice and pull myself up.
All right. Very good. All right. You leap out, grab crevices, grabbing rocks. This goes forward, and you can see this thing clinging to the side of the rock.
Is it our spotlight or is
Yeah,
it,
I was just going to say, I'm passing the spotlight to all of you.
All right, I'm going to use Unleash Chaos and blast the thing with some energy. So that gets down. Let's see. Make a spellcast roll. Okay. So that's a 12 with hope.
Okay. A 12 goes forth, and you're right on aim as it kind of like brings itself close. Its skin almost closes like stone plates as it just bounces harmlessly off.
Okay.
Grim, you want to team up?
So it's going to spotlight because that was a fail. As now it'll launch itself towards Eliana. That is a 21 to hit.
Yeah, it hits for sure.
All right. Pushing up, grabbing you. That's going to be 12 physical.
Grim is going
Eliana.
to step in
Blue
front as he swings on the rope and places his hands and pushes Eliana quickly to the side, taking that. You said 12 damage?
Yes.
Oh, so sad. I take no damage.
What does that look like?
Literally, you see Grim just like push you aside, and he like pushes out his chest really hard, and it smacks into it. It just kind of like bounces off, and you see like a couple, like one little hair pluck off his chest and falls down really slowly down the mountain cliff in the air. Oh, you made one of my chest hairs fall.
Thank you, Grim.
You're welcome. The children would be sad if you died.
They would. I would be sad too.
Very good. Then you all can have the spotlight.
I'd like to do a tag team with Grim. Just attack.
Do it. I am going to pick Corey up and then swing with him as we come across on the rope, almost like Pirates of the Caribbean style. As I come in with him holding on my
Very cool.
I'm holding him, and I come in with one arm going to punch, and then I hope he comes in at the same time with his. We got this.
Let's do it.
I hope you got this.
10 with hope.
And what's
11
yours?
with fear.
With fear, both of those fail.
Oh no.
Yikes.
As you
Choose the
swing
hope.
in.
Choose the hope.
It's true. You do get to choose. Excuse me. But that just counts as 2 fails, as it's going to go ahead and level an attack at each of you. So Grim, that's a 19,
Yep.
and that's a 12 for Corey. Does that go against your evasion?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So Grim,
It doesn't hit on mine. I've got 13 evasion.
okay, that's what I was asking. If it. Okay, cool. So how do you get out of the way?
I think we're swinging around in an arc, and as soon as it reacts to us, I just start spinning on the rope like really fast, like a top, and it just grazes me and passes me by.
Nice. And then that is 12 physical over to Grim. And I will spend a feel fear as it turns and unleashes a turret of its acid to the whole party. And I will need it rolls to hit the whole party for 15.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
Right. Does that beat Echo's evasion as well?
I'm checking. No.
Okay, so Echo.
I mean, I beat it. I beat it.
Right, it doesn't beat your evasion.
Correct.
Okay, yeah. Then to the three of you, we said, Echo, that is 13 physical. You also have to mark in an armor slot as it hits you. Just to anything else you would do.
15.
That's for all of us.
Yeah, for Eliana, Grim, and Echo. Because the difficulty here, I would say the difficulty of this creature to do anything is going to be 16. So everyone kind of failed on that. Oh, I'm
Okay.
sorry. It hit everybody, is what it did. It rolled high enough to hit everybody. Sorry.
So I'm using the hope for my rune ward, so I can spend hope to reduce incoming damage by 1d8. So I got a 6, so it's 13 was the total damage. So I've got 7
Yep.
left, and you said it took an armor because of the hit.
Yeah, because it's like this acid that's eating away either at your skin or your armor as it's happening. That's what's
Okay,
happening.
so at 7, that's still going to put me at major damage. So I'm going to use another armor slot. Drop me down to 1. So that's 1 hit point.
All right. Very cool. And then I will pass the spotlight.
Echo will fly up to it with her Valeth. Wait, I don't think she has to fly up to it with her Valeth blade. It's a returning blade. It's a thrown weapon. Yeah. So from where I'm at, I am going to throw my blade at it. And that is a miss. That's an 8 with fear.
Okay. Perfect. With that, it's blade throws, it bounces off the skin as you were trying to go right for the eye. It kind of closes its eyelid, and it's hard enough to react against as it climbs out and goes to bite Echo. 12.
Oh, okay. No.
All right, how do you get out of the way?
I just kind of fly myself back a little bit, and as it chomps, I easily evade it.
All right, as we go past the spotlight.
Is it ours or yours?
I said I'll pass it. I'll pass the spotlight. So to you.
Oh, okay. I'll use Shadow Bind again and see if I can hold it in place, keep it from wiggling around.
Let's go.
Oh, give me a good roll. Let's see, let's do. Ow, for crying out loud, my dice suck today. That's a 7 with hope. Let me see if I got a chance, if I got something I could do to re-roll.
Okay.
Damage. And gaining +2 bonus isn't going to do anything. Crap. All right. Nope.
Okay. Yeah, the shadows reach out as it's trickery and moving as it turns and again will belch this acid spray at the party. Oh, only for a natural 1. So 5. It's not autofaria, but I don't think that beats anyone's evasion. So how do you all scatter?
Grim
I just scramble along the wall.
I fly back even more.
Grim does hopscotch off the rocks.
I duck under it.
Nice. All right, you all have the spotlight.
Grim is going to start kind of punching the rocks a little bit, making a little bit of a rock slide. And as he gets a little gravel underneath him, he looks down and goes, "Time for the Grim slide." That's going to be 12 plus 11 plus 3. I think that hits.
Yeah, that's
Sick,
gonna
yeah.
hit.
Yeah. Crab slide. That's 22 damage.
Very nice. That will be enough to do major. As you come down, you realize it is hard skinned, just barely cracking the outside of it.
We have this, everybody. Make your moves.
All right. Can I attack?
I got hope, so yeah.
Okay. Sweet. I'll attack. Here.
What's this look like? What do we see?
So I ducked underneath, and I'm trying to come up with my warhammer to spear it from underneath, and that's a 10 with hope.
Okay. As you come from underneath, it kind of levels itself heavy against the rock here. Turns and it takes quick try to snap at you for 18. To
It
Corey.
hits. It hits.
All right, that is 18 physical damage.
No.
Was the attack 18 or the attack and damage were both 18?
Correct.
I'm going to step in the way as I go, "Not my mentor," and push him back. And so 18 damage. Up. I used all my armor up now, but I took that damage. She'll need to 1 HP. So you see Grim kind of kneel over as he has a little bit of blood on his stomach, but he looks to you. "You can't fall. You have the seed."
Very cool. It burrows into the wall and then comes out right behind Echo.
First,
and
I
goes
thought you
for
were
a
going to say
bite.
burrows into me.
And actually does two things. The first thing it's going to do is have you do an agility reaction. There, Echo.
Okay. It's a 20 with nothing.
Okay, very cool. You're able to get out of the way to not be knocked down, as then it tries to take its bite for 14.
Should let me speak. I'm trying to increase my evasion. So it's actually
you don't have a spotlight.
I don't need one if I'm using my
Is it a reaction?
yeah.
Oh, there you go.
So it misses.
Okay, very nice. So that's 14. Misses, very good. Now pass the spotlight.
I am very unhappy because now I can't sneak attack it. So I'm going to just fly up a bit and throw my dagger at it. Oh wait. I wonder if I could. Is there a shadow or something?
There would be shadows in these cliffs, very small ones, but would be suitable for you.
So here's my question. If I try to be hidden, that's like my turn. I don't really know how this works. Like
So what you want to think about is action rolls.
action rolls.
So if you're rolling the dice, that's like the turn.
Okay, I understand.
So as long as you have
All
a
right.
spotlight, you can do things, and then when you roll the dice, that's like when we would see who gets the spotlight next. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. So in that case, I'm going to try to find a place to hide. I'm just going to look for a shadowy area and try to hide in there, which will be my role. So try to find me a little.
So she's just going to naturally fly up and then try to get hit.
Yeah, even if it's like a little tiny hole in the earth, that works even better because then I can use my experience on it. Because giants can't hide in tiny little holes, so I automatically get advantage because of my subclass. So if I'm able to find a little hole to hide in, that's kind of what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's good.
All right. So let's see what happens. 14 with hope.
Unfortunately, that fails as it chases you. As you try to hide, it comes down trying to get another bite.
How dare you?
19.
Yeah.
That is 9 physical.
Okay.
I passed the spotlight.
Who hasn't gone yet?
I think it's your turn. Or
Is it?
if we're taking turns, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let's unleash some chaos. Hopefully, I can get a good roll on this.
Grim is going to spend a hope and spit blood onto the creature, going, use that to see where it's at, since you've all been struggling, giving you a d6.
Oh, there we go.
Cool. So that is a 19 with hope.
That hits.
Yes.
Yay! All right. As soon as that hits, I'm going to use a stress point, and I'm going to double the damage.
Nice.
So it'll be 2d10. So I'm looking for my tent. There's one. There's the other one. All right. All right, 13 points.
Okay. That is major.
Sweet. She just
Yes,
in a fit of anger, she sends out this magical energy and blasts it wherever, along its body and die. Enough.
Yeah, it starts carving into its side. Very good. And that was with hope, I think, right?
Yeah, that was with hope.
Awesome. So you also have the spotlight.
Is
I'll
anybody
attack
right
again,
beside
but
it?
I
Oh,
haven't had
okay.
much luck on my attacks, so I could try again.
Corey, this time aim for the head and decapitate it. And I'm going to spend another hope. See, right there, it's a weak spot. Giving you a d6.
There we go.
Right. 18 with hope. Thank you.
That will hit.
All right. And then for damage, it is 25.
That is severe.
Nice.
All right. Following the advice of Grim, the arcane energy opens up a crack in his head as you slam your axe deeper into that, and there's this green blood then spurts out to all of you, bathing you in this acidic blood. And that is a 5 physical damage to the party.
Minor.
And
Right.
within. Artem, you're going to help me out here. Within very close range, the blood is now all over the space here. So moving through it will also cause damage. And you also have the spotlight.
I want to throw my dagger again, since I don't have to be close to it.
All right. I think right now you're right next to it.
Well, I'm flying though, so I'm gonna fly behind this area, and I know Corey's still next to it, which helps me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna throw my
You
dagger.
fly a little bit away. Yeah. Let's just making sure you knew. Wait. So flying away, you unleash the dagger.
All right. Let's see what happens. Ooh, a 20 with hope.
Oh, very nice.
All right, so let's do this. That will be 12 magical plus 3 sneak attack. So 15 damage.
Very nice. How do you want to do this?
How do I want to do this? I'm going to learn from what Corey did, and I throw it and say, "Duck, Corey," as I throw it at the back of Corey's head, and hopefully he ducks just in time for it to smack this other thing in the face. And I unfortunately imagine there's going to be a lot more blood splatter, so we'll see.
All right. And the face, it kind of loses its grip and falls. And it seems deceased. As it does, you can kind of hear rumblings deep in some of the stones. You may have come upon a nest of these creatures in your ascent. So, how do you all want to proceed? We're still climbing the cliff. These things possibly are around. What do you want to do?
How much further to the top?
You're at 8.
8 of 12, so we're just a third of the way.
Yep.
Well, hey, you know what? We can all climb inside of a tiny little hole and take a rest.
I like that. I'm hurt.
I like that too. And let's do it as quietly as possible.
Oh, you guys are actually going to do it? Okay.
I will make myself. Yes, you find us the hole, and I will make myself the boulder that blocks it.
Okay. Echo will try to find a hole.
Okay. So for my thing, you're trying to find like a part of a cave here.
Yeah, just
Okay.
trying to find somewhere for us to hide in.
So I want to make sure like someone didn't have like shrink the party. So there's all these things. So I was like, just me
I wish.
understanding what is happening. Perfect.
Well, I guess one of the holes that that thing was living in should be big enough. This seemed like it was fairly large size.
Unless it has a family in there.
I know, but I don't. The smaller crevices wouldn't fit Grim. We keep watch.
I'll take a
I'll
look
keep
around.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me instinct.
Instinct.
Let's actually do this because you all want to find it. So I will go ahead and because this is more of a group thing. So I think Echo's leading it. So we'll hold off on Echo's roll. The three of you just tell me how you're also doing something here, and then you'll make rolls based on that, and that'll be the group.
I guess I'm just trying to look into one of these larger ones that I came out of the cliffside with, and make sure there's no other beasties in it. Is it a suitable place to? So I guess I'm helping with Echo again. Yeah, this will be big enough for Grim, and it's currently safe.
Yeah. So as you're kind of helping investigate, basically, really looking for like the size, because you're like, I don't know about how she thinks of sizes.
Right.
Go ahead and give me that instinct, please.
21.
Very nice.
Ah.
Corey.
I'll light a torch and kind of help look deeper into it for Echo.
All right, trying to kind of hold the torch the right way. Give me finesse.
Okay. 15 with fear.
Okay. And then Grim.
Finesse. 11 with hope.
All right, what's it look like? What are you trying to do?
For
Well,
Grim.
mine was a hope, by the way, if we're keeping track of
We're not for reactions.
that. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
For Grim, he's just making himself a wall, kind of. Like the
I see.
protect.
He's trying to protect everybody. Like, if anything's coming, not coming towards me. So I think, like, this nest stuff, like, you having killed one of them, then they begin to throw boulders down at you. So Grim's there kind of taking the hits as you're trying to find a place. All right, that's going to give a +1 to your roll, Echo.
What kind of roll am I making?
This would be instinct.
All right, and this is to find the hole, correct?
Yes.
All right. +1. All right. 17.
17. All right. You now quickly climb 17 with what?
Fear.
Here. Okay. All right. Climbing quick the onslaught of the almost causing a slight avalanche here as you see various things, these creatures bursting out of one side of the cliff, then coming and then burrowing into the other, creating all of this with acid dripping down down as you dive into the cave that Echo has found, and I need everyone to mark a stress.
Oh, it's breaking up.
Always bring it up. So, bottom line, you find a good cave, and because of the avalanche that these things are causing, I need everyone to mark a stress. And for now, it seems like you have found a type of safety. You look into the cave and you see what appears to be a series of clothes and packs of a traveler, bones littered throughout. So they were taken here and feasted upon.
Any goodies?
Give me an instinct roll.
Anything magical?
So you want to do that? Do you want to I let you spend a hope to give Echo a D6?
I already have a D6 for this.
Okay.
So it's only an 11 with hope,
With hope.
but at least I'm building some hope.
Searching here. You look and it seems like whatever might be here or has been picked through. Don't see anything of too much interest.
Do I find like an empty bottle in here?
I think glass here is broken.
Okay.
It seems.
So I go ahead and I'm going to use my one of my stress potions because I'm bad off. And then I'm going to fill it with water and take it to Grim. Here's one of the two I owe you, Grim.
Oh, thanks. He instantly drinks it. Doesn't do anything.
Nope.
That. Try better next time.
I'm sorry. It's probably been here a long time, you know.
You're probably right.
But I still owe you one.
Yes, 3.
Oh,
Eliana, you were trying to find something too. I'm going to let you do an instinct roll as well.
Okay, because I was just using that arcane sense. You can sense the presence of magic, people, and objects. Within
Because of
close
that trait, I'm making an exception usually. So because I agree. I'm like, yeah, I think you can make a row here.
That's fine. Let's see. So that's 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. With hope.
All right. Okay, yes. You begin searching, and as everyone's resting, there seems to be somewhat loose rocks. As you kind of move them aside, and you find this like stash where it looks like they've put this box. It's ornate and carved beautifully, but also it's like inlaid with this mineral. And as you use your sense, you feel this arcane versus umber energy. This is almost a purely arcane artifact that has been carefully made. Its construction looks old.
Is it like big, like a trunk, chest, box, like for a ring?
It's a small box.
Okay. Hey guys, we got something magical here. It's definitely old. Do I open it, or what do we do?
well, we should open it.
Should we heal up first?
Right, that's probably a good idea. She's gonna take a stress potion and heal some of her stress because that's her goodies.
All right. So are you looking to process a short rest with your time here? Everybody?
Well, I thought that's what we're gonna do. So the short rest. So I'm taking the potion to save my stamina. I'll take watch, and I need to fix my armor. So those are the two things that I'm gonna do: is take watch and fix my armor for whatever.
Okay. We do want to kind of figure out what does it look like when you fix your armor? What is your particular technique?
Well, it's all bits and pieces. And let's see, do I have chunks of? Is it this game that I have chunks of? No, it's a different game. I'm just basically going to kind of sew kind of the gambeson back together as best I can, and using bits and pieces of stuff to kind of fix that.
Okay, so we see Eliana carefully sewing as she's looking out the cave wall and looking around.
And then at some point in there, investigate this box and open it. But I'll let everybody else get their rest.
Sure.
For
Sorry,
Grim,
Oh, go ahead.
for Grim, he just does a simple meditation. He centers himself into the cliff and starts giving himself a nice little back massage and rubbing his shoulders in the air, getting the dust to collect all over him. It's as he slowly stops moving and almost becomes literally part of the mountain.
Mm.
So for Corey, he's pulls his armor off and is looking at like some torn areas that's been eaten, rubbed up against the rocks, and as well as some of the areas that have been eaten up by the acid, and just pulls out his patch kit and just starts, mending the armor. I clear my armor slots, and additionally, I just grab bandage out of my pack and just wrap it around the areas that have been wounded from the acid as well.
Gotcha. So you're kind of like taking cloth, wiping down your armor, replacing bits, and then wiping your skin, cleaning your wounds, just getting the acid off. I like that. Then Echo.
And I assume it's a long rest that we have to do for working on armor. Is that correct? To like improve armor?
To do a project, projects are long rest moves.
Okay.
Yeah, and keep in mind that just if everyone's is that it's not there. This is tier 2, and tier 2 lasts until I think around level 5 or so. So like getting fully equipped will likely take a bit.
Yeah, I just didn't know what other meant. All right. So I am going to work on my armor to not that, but to repair it. And I will let's see. Okay, yeah, and I'll probably clear stress. Yeah. That's what I'll do.
What does it look like?
Oh, I messed up. I hum a little song to myself. I whistle as I work, as I take a thread and needle and fly it through the armor, and just start to kind of mend it a little bit where it was torn earlier from all that acid. And I use some of the bits around me, like cloth and whatever that we found in here, to fix those portions. And then I just kind of spend some time playing some games and trying to braid portions of Grimm's fur as I relieve my stress.
Very cool. Then Eliana, you took a watch, so go ahead and roll the d12.
Jeez. I rolled a 3.
3. I won't make you agonize over that decision because I rolled a 3 as well. So
All right. I was too busy paying attention to the box.
oh, you keep a watch. Yeah, I mean, trying to keep watch the best you can, and outside there's an odd silence from the creatures. It's everything. It's like as if everything has stopped. And this mist that seems black is starts to move up the cliffside. Then you hear much larger claws kind of ripping into the rocks. And this almost like reptilian-like claw begins moving over the mouth of the cave, and one piece, like one talon, enters. And this one talon takes up the entire space of the entrance. As it moves whatever this creature is up. Past the talon, this black mist obscures its body as it continues. And around the entrance now, the rock is blackened. And coming up and down and from the side seems to be these inky tendrils, as though it's been infected. As you hear off in the distance, it finally seems to pass behind this strange change to the cliff. And I gain 2 fear.
Sorry, Fire, if you were watching.
Plus, I need to roll my d4. So 3, and I get an additional 4 fear from your rest. And I pass. Well, what would you all like to do?
I still need to see what's in this box. So the vote was everybody said that I should open it, so I'm going to open the box if I can. Are there any words or signals on this box?
There's a lot of sigil work, but you can open it.
Okay. Open it.
Alrighty. Okay. So you open it up, and you find resting within is this beautifully bottled potion. It's almost like artisanal. It's sealed with beautiful wax, made with the utmost care, and this is a stamina potion.
Anybody have any arguments about me holding on to this?
Not me. I know you definitely need it for your magic.
Thank you.
And your senses, there's still magic within this box.
Is there, like, was it in is like a velvet sort of a depression? Can I pull out? Is there like a hidden spot underneath it, or
Kind of search, no. Seems like the box itself has power.
huh?
And
Eliana,
it seems like it's kind of like decreased since you opened it, but it's there.
I'll
it's a
put-
box of potions.
What?
Try it-
So you think
try-
if I close it and then open it up again?
Or try it again tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. All right. So I'll keep the potion out, put that in my pouch. I'll close the box and put that in the pouch with it. We'll hold on to it and we see what happens after the sun falls and rises again.
All right. And Eliana, you can mark this. This is a box of many goods.
Box of many good. All
A deck of many things.
right.
And a demiplane you'll be able to read exactly. Well, we tell everyone once per long rest, you can open the box and roll a d12. And a result of 1 through 6, it's empty. And a result of 7 through 10, it contains 1 random common consumable. A result of 11 through 12, it contains 2 random common consumables.
Cool. Dig it. Fun.
Well,
Long rest. All right.
my debt is repaid, Grim.
And what is the potion? Do we know yet? Besides stamina, is it like minor, major, super duper, whatever?
Minor. I think it's just potion of stamina.
Okay.
Minor potion of stamina.
Okay. Cool. That replaces the one I just took. Hey. Sweet. So, everybody, do we want to continue through the? Is there tunnels? Is that where we're at, or are we just in a nook in the side of the cliff?
So you've kind of found this cave here. Again, someone had out before and had perished.
Did we want to keep searching around in here, or do we want to keep climbing up? What is
No,
our
we
game
gotta
plan?
go up. Because if we don't go up, we're not gonna make it.
But that thing that just went by was also going up.
I think Eliana's the only one who saw that.
No, you all saw that.
Oh, we all saw that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was an umbral infected creature.
So when we look outside, do we see those black tendrils? Is it like kind of blocking off our path out of this cave? Do we have to?
So it's not blocking. Like you could go past them and go over them. Depends if you want to.
If Echo carried the suspension rod with a rope, would that be able to pull us out without touching the tendrils?
There's a lot of things you can try.
Wait, you want me to go out there?
Well, you're the only one who can get out there without touching anything, since you fly.
Yeah, but that thing was pretty big. And it had ink on its fingers. But if I must, I must.
Maybe just take a peek out and just look and see if the coast is clear.
Or we can just listen.
Do I still have the wall walk, or would I need to? Is this a different scene? Would I need to reactivate it?
Yeah, we're at a different scene at this point.
Okay, fair enough. And is there any spots at all where there isn't black or there isn't acid? Would I be able to step out and maneuver around it?
So looking by, kind of trying to, I think you try to get as close as you can and look out.
Yeah.
So
Very carefully.
the entrance is marked by these strange inky blackness that has tendrils, right? That's around the entrance. Kind of looking out the entrance onto the cliffside, you can see spots where it's there. It looks, and it's almost like it looks basically like its footprints, like where it would leave its footprints of its claws clinging in. It's left these tendrils. So there's corrupted pieces. It's just one corrupted piece is the entrance of your cave.
Okay, and does it seem like if at if I'm clothed and touch this stuff, I'll be okay. And I guess I'll tap it with a toe.
Yeah, you kind of go, okay, let me. And it is cold. Eliana,
So definitely I'm Umbra tainted.
a flash comes to you of your deepest regret. What do you see?
Let's see here. What would be her deepest regret? She's so young. In leaving her parents, part of was this thing was to go help and figure out how to bring the light back and get the Umbra, but I guess she's also not sure of her origins, and sometimes she feels that knowing where she came from, I don't know if that's necessarily regret, that maybe she could have spent more time on trying to find who they were or what they were, in this crystal that she has, that rune word from her supposed family. Does that apply? Does that work?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, as you kind of get this, and it kind of fills you with this feeling. Go ahead and mark a stress as that kind of just overcomes you as you touch it.
Okay. And I'll pass on that that there's definitely something up with this stuff. It makes you feel things that you don't really want to feel. and it's very cold, but no damage. I'm not in any pain or anything like that. So if I can take, if he'll give me the rod, I can walk out, set it so that the rope is at the end. If you guys can kind of jump over it, grab the rope, and I can leave it here at the end. That way we can start scaling the rest of this cliff face like we were doing before. Does that sound like a good plan?
Works
I
for
know
me.
Echo, you're a little scared about running out there, but all I see is some footprints.
I mean, I don't need a rope.
Oh, Corey's really the only one we have to, I guess, worry about, is making sure that he can get up.
Oh, Grim too, right? Grim can't fly.
But he's got the gloves, right? I don't know what the gloves do.
Yeah,
The gloves
all right.
make me walk on walls, but I still have to get out there. So I do like your idea, Eliana.
Let's go back to traversing as best we can, because I don't have any mountain climbing gear. We can't put in pitons. At least we get a safety line for sure. But just keep moving it up as we go.
If that's what y'all are doing, I'm just going to scout ahead.
Okay. So are we okay? So
I'm
Eliana,
gonna
try to climb and do the thing and put the rod.
Yeah.
somewhere.
So basically, I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna use that hope to do the wall walk. And I'm gonna go up about 40 feet or so, and then kind of just reach out, because the way I picture, I can walk like walking on the ground. So I'm 5 foot, whatever. Hang that out 5 feet, or whatever reasonable distance. Activate the rod with the rope hanging off it, so those guys can climb up. Hopefully, we get at that point where the rod is. they can secure themselves to the wall long enough to me to deactivate the rod, and we keep going up 40 feet at a time that way. So they always have a something just in case they fall. They're tied to it, but we can kind of scale that way. Echo's going to make sure nothing comes in and eats us, and we'll just keep doing that sort of ladder motion with it. As soon as they get to the rod, unclick it. I go walk up another 40 feet, activate it again, and
All
do it that
right.
way.
So your job here is to maneuver past all these darkened areas. So go ahead and give me a finesse.
My 12s. All right. That's a 19 with hope.
Okay. Very nice. So you
Actually, it'd be
go-
21 with hope. But
Okay. Go out. You secure the line. Echo, you said that you wanted to scout ahead?
Yep.
Okay. You can see all these patches, and as you fly through the entrance here, the tenders kind of reach out, but you're able to kind of go through the center. But at the same point, you kind of feel like this twinge in your wings and horns, as if they're reacting to the proximity of the stuff. As you push up, go ahead and give me instinct, please.
Oh, wait. Yeah, hold on. Uh, 19 with fear.
Okay, that is a success. And all right, so during this ascent, Corey Grant.
I guess I'll go first and climb up and try to get to the wall. So get up the rope, get on the rod, grab him to the wall, and wait for Grim to come up.
All right. Go ahead and give me a strength, please.
$18 with hope.
Very good. And what image comes to mind as you kind of have to go past these tendrils or take a stress as this kind of either regret or dire situation floods your senses?
So I've encountered the Umbra once before that was just like this, and it was when my cousin had turned on us, and I started watching him. I observed him acting strangely, and then the very next day he betrayed my uncle and I. So my biggest regret is not telling my uncle that I observed his son acting strangely that night before. I could have prevented the death of my uncle.
So it's like you're reliving that is the sense here. Like
Yeah.
the moment is the same, almost like you're making the same decisions and you can't help yourself as you're climbing, kind of shaking. That trust comes on you. Then Grim.
Poor Grim, he does, since he's the last person, he takes the rope, starts rocking it back and forth, and then takes his feet and springs off, and Tarzan swings up the rope to catch on to the rod.
Nice. Give me athletics.
Strength.
Or strength, I'm sorry.
That is going to be 14, 15, 16, 17 with hope.
Very nice. So, And then again, kind of passing through here, what gets onto Grim's mind?
I think Grim sees as he takes the stress and passes it to this. He feels leaving home finally hits him, and he's worried about the darkness approaching, and now that they're gone, the pyre being snuffed out.
Kind of lingers on your mind as now you go, and as you said, you repeat this process. You get out, you unhook it, and Eliana climbs and puts it on, and Echo looks out as you're avoiding these horrible patches. And as you're moving forward, there's reflections now in these dark patches. But you begin to see these scenes. Echo, the twitching of your wings as if you're growing to something more monstrous. Everyone else, these regrets that you have, that you've shared. As this just this thing that almost wants to consume hope and make you live in the past. And you feel like you're getting close to what seems to be more of the tops of these that will be somewhat easier to go forward with. And you see this gothically grand architectured arch that looks like it was dug into the side of this cliff and starts a tunnel that goes through. Corey, what do the symbols remind you of that are carved into here?
I think I've seen these symbols before in my travels. I've seen them on ruins and in areas. I think I've seen them at that when we went underground into the tombs. I've seen it around those statues as well.
Okay. Marking tomb.
I forget the name. The name of that tomb, but it's something like the coming darkness, defenders of something.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like from the Defenders of the Umbra, or the
Yeah.
the coming darkness? Yeah. Okay, so those are the runes you see. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So similar to where you were. It seems like this strange civilization has left, or this order has been here as well. What would you all like to do?
I'd like to pick up a wishbone.
Okay. So you're trying to like find a wishbone in the
Yeah,
rock?
in the Bone Cleft Mountains. See if there's a wishbone.
Okay. How do you go about doing it?
As I'm hovering about, keeping my eyes open for one, because I feel like this would be a good thing to bring back to my home as a symbol of places I've been. I like picking up souvenirs. So I'm just kind of investigating and seeing if I find anything remotely resembling one. Since these mountains have bones all over them.
Yeah. Describe what Describe the bone you find, and what about it absolutely terrifies you.
Okay. So I do find a bone with these two little notches hanging out of it. It looks like it's a wishbone. And I go up to grab it. And when I pick it up, I immediately hear like the fluttering of moth wings, which for me is a bit of an omen because of my past. Basically, I heard moth wings for the first time when usually whenever I'm alone, or if I get really scared, I can like hear like these fluttering moth wings like beating against like a door as if it's trying to get in. And just for a second, I hear them as I pick up the bone.
Okay. And what does everyone see? Like, what's the physical reaction that you have as this happens?
Well, for me, I like it's kind of associated with the Umbra itself. So I look like freaked out. I almost dropped the bone, but I catch it, and like eyes widened, and a little bit just kind of probably shivering a little bit as I try to stuff it away in my satchel of goods.
All right. So you stand here, then outside this archway from the Guardians of Future Calamity. This place that you feel like was trying to make headway against the Umbra, that like knew it was going to happen one day, or feared it was, as it leads into this tunnel. And with that, we will end for today.